All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. All praises and glory goes to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Double honor to the ministry of Master Rule. Well, to the hopeful elect. This is Boaz coming at you with another live lesson. The book of Jeremiah 15, verse 11. Yahweh said, "Verily it shall be well with thy remnant. Verily I will cause the enemy to entreat thee well in the time of evil and in the time of their affliction." All praises to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. Now, what's the remnant? Okay, and what's that about? Okay, it's only going to be a little number of elect men and women. Okay, to say no to that mark of the beast. Okay, it's only going to be a remnant of Israelites. Okay, to say no to the mark of the beast. Okay, the others, they're going to take it. They're going to take that mark. Okay. Okay, so 2/3 is slated for destruction, okay, and 1/3 is slated to make it out of here with their life. Let's get it. Let's come over to the book of Romans. The book of Romans, chapter 11, verse 3. And Yahweh, they have killed those prophets and have dig down those altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life. But what answer power unto him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. Okay, so that image is once again it's going into the mark of the beast. Okay, and when this thing comes out, you're gonna see that's gonna separate the men from the boys. Okay, you're gonna see who's really down for Yahweh and who's not. You're gonna see that. The book of Isaiah chapter 9, verse 27. Isaiah also cried out concerning Israel, though the number of the children of Israel be like the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved, for he shall finish the work of and cut it short in righteousness, because a short work will Yahweh make upon the earth. And Isaiah said before, except the Lord Yahweh of Yahweh of Shabor, have left us a seed, we would have been as Sodom, and we would have been like unto Gomorrah. Okay. Verse 11, verse 5, the book of Romans, verse 5. Even so, at this present time, also there is a remnant according to the elections of grace. So there's still a remnant according to election. Okay, according to the elect. Okay, it's still a remnant of Israelites, if you will, to make it out with their life. Okay, one moment here. The book of Joel, chapter 2, verse 32. We'll go up to chapter 2, verse 31. Let's go up to 30. And I wonders in the heavens and on earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon turned into blood before the great day of the terrible day of Yahweh comes. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call upon the name of Yahweh shall be saved, shall be delivered. And in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, all the deliverance, as Yahweh have said, in the remnant whom Yahweh shall call. Again, a small group of Israelite to make it out with their life. Okay, not a big pool, just a small select number of Israelites. The book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 1. And it shall, and at that time, Michael shall stand up in a great play. The great prince which stands for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time such as never has been since it never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, thou people shall be delivered, everyone that is found written in the book, okay, the ones that's destined to escape out of here and make it out with their life, okay, the select remnant of the chosen destined to make it out with their life. And many of them shall sleep in the dust of the earth, shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to everlasting contempt. And they shall be wise as the sun. They shall rise as the sun, and the brightness of the firmament, and they shall turn away to righteousness as the stars forever and ever. Okay. Okay, one moment here. The book of the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 15. Hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgments in the gates. And it shall be that Yahweh, power of hosts, shall be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Okay, our job is hate the evil and love the good, keep the posture, keep doing our studies, keep doing our research so we can make it out with our life. Okay, that's you gotta run like you run the race like you're gonna make it. Okay, that's the main goal. You gotta run the race like you're gonna make it. Okay, one moment. All right, one moment here. Haggai chapter 1, verse 12. Then Zerubbabel the son of Zeniel and Joshua the son of Jechacam the high priest with the remnant of the people obeyed the voice of Yahweh their power and the words of Haggai the prophet, as Yahweh their power has sent him, and the people did fear before Yahweh. Then spake Haggai, Yahweh's messenger is Yahweh's message unto the people, saying, I am with you, say Yahweh. And Yahweh stirred up the spirit of Zerubbabel and the son of Shirach, the governor of Judah, and the spirit of Joshua, the son of Jechacam, the high priest, and the spirit of the remnant of the people, and they came and did the work in the house of Yahweh of hosts their power. Okay, so they did the work. You see this? They did the work. And Yahweh, their power, their God. The book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 9. Therefore, as I live, say Yahweh of hosts, the power of Israel, surely Moab shall be as Sodom, and the children of Ammon as Gomorrah, even the bleeding of nettles and perpetual desolations. The residue of my people shall spoil them, and the remnant of my people shall possess them. Okay, so the remnant are going to be the ones that start to put these nations in slavery and start putting shackles on them. The remnant when this thing goes down. Of Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 12. And I also leave in the midst of thee and afflicted and poor people, and they shall turn in the name of Yahweh. Verse 18. I will also gather them that are sorrowful and the solemn assembly who are of thee, to whom there was a person of burden. Behold, at that time I will undo all them that afflict thee, and I will save thee that halted, and I will gather her that was driven out, and I will give her praise and fame in every land that they was put to shame. Okay, so we're going to become famous men, okay? We're going to become famous men, men and women. We're going to become famous when Yahweh Shai anoints us, okay? When this thing goes down. Zephaniah chapter 7, verse 18. Who is power like unto thee that pardons iniquity and pass by the transgression of the remnant of thou's heritage? He retained not his anger forever, because he delight in mercy. The book of Micah chapter 5 verse 7. And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as dew from Yahweh, and showers from the grass that buries not, from a man who walks from the son of men. And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest, and as a young lion among the flock and the sheep, who if he goes and puts a thread down and to tread it in pieces, and none shall deliver. The book of Micah chapter 4 verse 6. In that day, say Yahweh, I will resemble her that halted, and I will gather her that's driven away, and her that I have afflicted, and I will make the remnant of her that has cast afar off strong nations, and Yahweh shall reign over them in Mount Zion, and henceforth forever. And thou, tower of flock, the stronghold of Zion, of daughter Zion, also these shall it come, even the first dominion, the kingdom shall be to thou daughters of Jerusalem. Slakia. The book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 12. I will surely assemble, O Jacob, all of thee, and I will surely gather the remnant of Israel. I will put together as a sheep of Basra, and I will flock in the midst of the foes, and they shall make a great noise by the reasons of the multitude of men. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 23, verse 3. And I will gather the remnant of my people out of the countries whither I have driven them, and and I will bring them again to their folds, and they shall be a fruitful and increase. And I will set up shepherds over them, which shall feed them, and they shall fear no more and be dismayed, neither shall they be lacking, said Yahweh. Behold, the days come, said Yahweh, that I will raise up to David a righteous branch, and a king shall reign over and prosper, and shall execute judgment and justice in the earth. And in his days Judah shall be saved, and Israel shall be dwell in safety. And this is his whereby his name shall be called Yahweh our righteousness. Basically, Yahweh Yahweh Shai. Therefore, behold, the days come, say Yahweh, that it shall no more say the children of Israel who brought up out of the land of Egypt, but Yahweh liveth, which brought up the seed of the house of Israel out of the north country and from all the countries whither I have driven them, and they shall dwell in their own land. Okay. Okay, so one moment here. The book of Jeremiah, chapter, we'll start up at verse 4, 30, what's it? Jeremiah, chapter 31, verse 4. And again I will build thee, and thou shalt build, O virgin Israel. Thou shalt again be part adorned with those timbrels and with a force of dancing of them that make merry. Thou shalt yet be planted with vineyards and mountains of Samaria, and planters shall plant, and they shall eat all the common things as common things. For there shall be a day that watches upon Mount Ephraim shall cry, Arise, and let us go into Mount Zion unto Yahweh our power. For thus said Yahweh, Sing with gladness for Jacob, and show among the chief of the nation, publish ye and say, thou people, the remnant of Israel. Okay, so it all boils down to the remnant, which is the elect. Okay, that's what it boils down to, the ones that can make it out with their life. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 42, verse 19. And Yahweh has said concerning, the remnant of Judah, Go ye not into Egypt, for no, certainly I have admonished you this day. Okay, don't take the mark of the beast. Okay, when it comes out. Okay, don't go after Egypt. Okay, when it comes out, the remnant's not going to take that mark of the beast. Okay, when they finally when they pop up with it. Okay, so over here, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 20. In those days and at that time said Yahweh, the iniquity of Israel and shall be sought for, and they shall be found none, and the sins of Judah, and they shall not be found. For I will pardon them whom I have reserved. Okay, the elect. Okay, the elect men and women. Okay, that's gonna be beamed up and make it out with their life. Okay, strangeness is the salvation of it. One moment. The Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as afflicted him and made no account of his labor. When he sees it, then shall he be amazed and be trodden with fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far as they look for, and they repent and groan for anguish and spirit, for shall say inside themselves, this is whom we had sometime in derision and reproach, a proverb and a reproach. We fools accounted his life as madness, and his end without honor. How is he numbered with the children of power and the lot among the saints? Okay, that's what this is about. Okay, we got a few more scriptures to get to. The book of Isaiah, chapter 37, we start at 31. And the remnant shall escape of the house of Judah, and again take root downward and bear fruit upward. For out of Jerusalem shall go forth a remnant, and they that escape out of Mount Zion. The zeal of Yahweh of hosts shall do this. And on that note, Shalom.